Hey, how you doing?
How are you? Does that say
uh,
make Australia great again?
it does. It
In the
does. Where?
lockdown. So let me know what I need to know about the protest you were at. What's going on? Please just give it to me.
Yeah, look, so I was at the protest 3 weeks ago in Sydney, massive protest. You know, the media said it was only 3,500 people. It was actually more 30 to 50,000. That's not my estimate. A friend I was there working with, he actually worked in events for that size amount of people, and it was crazy. And I attended as media on the day, and by the end of the thing, I ended up giving a speech because the actual police officers couldn't control the crowd, and so we marched from a park to town hall, and the people were going to keep marching through. They were going to go through the police, and I said, look to the police officers, you need to give people something to look at. You need to give them a speech. Otherwise, they're going to feel like they're not heard, and they're going to just keep on marching through the city. And it was wild. And so I gave a speech, got down, and then I sent everyone back to the park, and then everyone dispersed from there. But after the event, I ended up getting charged with incitement. Even though I'm in the media, I got charged with breaking the health orders, even though I'm in the media. And so I'm in a bit of a tough position now because there's a protest coming up this Saturday, and you know, I obviously won't be encouraging people to go to it, but I'll be there myself covering it and filming because I'm a journalist. Basically, the right to protest has been suspended right now, and it wasn't even suspended during World War II. I think for you guys, habeas corpus was suspended at one point during the Civil War or World War II. But yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be real
Um,
crazy.
what is the charge as far as is it money? Are they threatening you with jail time? Like what does that kind
Um,
of carry?
Look, maximum is jail time with the incitement charge. With the health orders, it's I think it's $1,000, but it could get higher. But they did recently up that to $5,000, and in terms of US dollars, that's probably like $4,000. But the problem is here in Sydney, especially in Southwest Sydney where I am, there's a lot of ethnics. I hear a lot of Lebanese, a lot of Middle Easterners. They can't work. They all work in the construction industry. It's like the Latinas working in America in the construction industry. If you lock them down, then nothing gets built. And so if you say $5,000 fines, you should fear the man that has nothing to lose because they haven't been working. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how this pans out in the next week or so.
Do you think that most Australians, like 80, 90%, are too complacent compliant? Or do you think there's
Yeah.
a lot of people who do agree with you and like there's more numbers than the media will say in your country?
Look, it depends on what the topic is. If it's mandatory vaccines, it seems as though it's around about the 60-40 mark. 60% probably agree we shouldn't have mandatory vaccines. If you're talking about compliance, they're definitely, compared to Americans, as your friend Damien might put it, Americans are born with a flag in their hand, and maybe a Bible under their armpit. But in Australia, we're not so much like that. We're very much laid back. We've never fought a war on our home ground. We've fought vigorously overseas in every war with America since World War One. But no, in terms of what's been going on more recently, Australia, this is the first time they've sort of worked this stuff out, and Australians don't protest. So if they're protesting, you really screwed up. And it's been
Yeah.
interesting seeing how that's panned out.
What do you think people need to know? Anything that you think hasn't been said or that people really need to know?
In America,
In America, yeah, around the world that haven't really heard this because not that many people are reporting on it.
we need you guys. We need you guys. Debating, you've got a lot of problems going on there, whether it be the woke stuff or this COVID stuff. We need you guys to remember who you are. You are the leaders of the free world. It doesn't matter if Joe Biden's in the White House at this point in time. You guys are the leaders of the free world, and everyone is looking to you. Australia, it's do or die. We've got China on our doorstep. Our military is completely gutted. We have done a terrible job. And if you guys don't really get in there with us, we're with you to the end. And that's our problem. And the thing is, if you guys don't find out who you are, if you don't remember what made America great, we're all screwed. And this is coming from someone who's a former lefty. I used to follow the Young Turks. I used to be a donating member of them. And I became a conservative because I saw what Trump was doing. I saw what he was doing for Black Americans. I saw what he was doing for every American, lifting them out of poverty. And so remember who you guys are. We need you guys. Hang in there. Do not comply with these lockdowns. Do not comply with them. And I just want to thank you and Emily for doing these and giving us a fair hearing in Australia.
No problem. I'm going to get a few more people in. God bless you. And that was extremely powerful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Powerful words from Joel.